only on Up.
Dad came home from work shortly before dinner. Hi, nice to meet you, Joe.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric, nice to meet you. There really wasn't time for me to have this chat with Dad, like, hi, how you doing? I mean, I just took him straight down to little Eric's bedroom, and I wanted to know what he thought about his son, who's 13 years old, with condoms in his bedroom.
And are you in a place where you feel that you can actually just sit and have a conversation with little Eric?
As long as it's not confrontational, you know, we're fine. We can talk about video games, sports, football, fantasy football, whatever it may be.
What about his puberty? Who spoke to him about sex education? Who spoke to him about responsibility in having sex?
I completely backed off. I never had to do it before, so...
So that for you was a bit daunting to have?
Yeah, he's grown up now. He's not a little kid anymore.
Is little Eric sexually active?
I don't know.
Right.
I would like to say no.
So would I assume that those belong to his friend?
He said they weren't his.
No.
And I just left it at that.
I think Dad's being totally irresponsible. I know it can be difficult sometimes for parents to talk about sex with their teenagers, but at the end of the day, if he doesn't, little Eric could be in serious trouble. And by that I mean dealing with serious issues for the rest of his life. When we went upstairs, I saw that it was dinner time, but little Eric wasn't interested in sitting down with his family and having that meal.
Where would you normally eat?
Downstairs? Yeah, why don't you sit down?
And in the meantime, Dad sat down at the table, but he wasn't eating either.
If I wasn't so tired, I wouldn't even be sitting at the table right now.
Really? What would you normally be doing then?
Cleaning, clothes, laundry, chasing them around if they weren't sitting down.
When you come home, a normal day for you is cleaning, doing the laundry.
Yeah, washing, folding, putting away.
And sure enough, Dad got up from the dining table and started to do all the house chores that Mum could have done if she was at home.
Nothing.
8:45, and the twins' bedtime act was about to begin. And yes, Mum and Dad didn't even attempt to put the twins in their beds. Seriously, I knew exactly where this was going, and I thought, I might as well leave for the evening now. I've seen enough.
I am extremely looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we do need a family meeting.
Okay.
There's much to be resolved here.
Okay.
I am worried about what Jill will say during our first meeting.
I will see you tomorrow.
Okay. Good night.
So I think we should get straight to the point, because there's certainly no time to waste here. Responsibilities. When the pair of you got together, it was about how you were going to manage together. What happened to that? Well, somebody better speak, because what happened to the pair of you recognizing that you have responsibilities?
I don't know, I think maybe we became so overwhelmed by them that it was just easier to let them kind of run the routine the way they wanted it.
I mean, let's just look at the chores. You guys don't work out who will do what. How many hours do you work, Eric?
60 hours a week.
60 hours a week. And how many hours do you work at home?
The same, more, all day, all night.
Really? And then you woke up and realised you were dreaming, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't find it funny.
I think, well, my day doesn't end sometimes.
What do you mean your days don't end? It don't bloody begin. You spent time on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You spent time just walking around the house, up and down. You spent time walking back and forth from a dining table with your kids. I mean, quite frankly, I don't know what you do with your hours. But I tell you one thing as a woman, if my husband's working, I do want to make sure that I'm doing what I should be doing at home. And if now I'm making you think about that, because this is the first time I've seen you become emotional, because it's the first time you've even had to sit and think about your actions.
You're right.
And you need to be able to do that. Let's talk about the development of the twins. You've got the kids on pacifiers. Binky galore in this house. When you're looking at your son and he's got chapped lips that have split and broken, when you're actually having to tell your children to take the binkies out of their mouth because you can't hear them, at what point doesn't the light bulb switch on?
I didn't think the binkies was that major of a issue.
You would rather they have the binky rather than cry, even if it's damaging them health-wise.
I can't even defend myself, so.
That's crazy. You have a son who's 13 years old, and I do want to talk about little Eric. There's no purpose of him feeling he can come and talk to you about things that he's going through as a teenager. I go down to his bedroom yesterday to talk to him, and I see 2 condoms. Emotionally, he's still a 13-year-old.
I don't know a way to get through to him, or a way to talk to him the right way.
What do you expect from me?
I think most of all, we want you to teach us how to teach them. I want them to have boundaries. I want them to feel loved. I want them to feel that we respect them, and I want them to respect us.
If I am to teach you, then you are to come into my classroom in your home to listen, to give me 100% commitment, to take direction, to follow through, and to not give up.
And we will.
See you bright and early.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up on SuperNanny. When the binkies go bye-bye, Luke goes bonkers.
No, 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 no.
And Joe drops a bombshell in Dad and Eric's lap.
See, Joe?
When SuperNanny returns.
You gotta go to Burlington.
Get all this great stuff for